wipe them off, blow them off, and still see dusty hand fingerprints. Hopefully these things won't need any. They shouldn't need another. I haven't had to sand anything after the second coat, so hopefully that holds true. But I'm seeing, it looks like it's a little, I got a satin finish. I didn't want no real shiny stuff, you know. I didn't get real fancy. I didn't put no edge banding on these edges. Aim says we don't need it to be like that. Not to mention this whole thing, whoa, from what I figured out what it was going to cost before all the mess with COVID to what I had to figure out $6,000 to build the trailer out. Well, we're definitely probably approaching 10. Everything, man, just ridiculous prices. Of course, you know, that just transpires, right? If you was to go buy a new camper, it's going to cost that much more, like everything always does. Bunch of man-made garbage. Always, I'm getting even dog hairs flying around, I guess, out here. I'd be forever sealed in our doors. This pollen is something terrible down here. My truck is, the color of it is snazberry. Well, this morning, well, if you looked at it right now, matter of fact, snazberry. Snazberry mingled with canary yellow. Let me see this. Can you make that stuff out? I don't know if you can or not, but it's just, it's just terrible. You see that yellow haze all on that? I mean, it's all over everything. And I'm not gonna wash it until it is done. Even the tonneau cover is like yellow. It's crazy. You can see it. Wind is, the roof, I can only imagine. I bet you that roof's a mess. Ow, look at that. Oh my word. Ah. Oh well, I can see it all there. It's a mess. Oh, okay. Get you back in the holder without dropping it. So, Dr. Kim Berry turns out to be right. You know, man, ain't been about 3 months of exercising 3 times a week. eating mostly meat, various kinds of meat, fish, chicken, high-end beef, and seafood, and vegetables. The only fruit we eat is an apple, and because most fruits like your oranges and stuff like that aren't good. Berries, so Greek yogurt and berries is our dessert now. Haven't had hardly any carbs. No ice cream. Now, most people that know me would know that that's hard for me. But in 3 months, I weighed 126 when we came back from Arizona, and I'm weighed yesterday at 196 and a half. Feel so much better. Went to the cardiologist for my 6-month checkup, and he's like, "What in the world? All your blood work is almost normal. The only thing that's a little high yet is triglycerides, but the range for me, once you've had a heart attack, the levels all change, but it's 30 to 70, and my triglycerides right now are 176 or 177, something like that. It's like 7 points over out of the range. So, which I've never been there, That's pretty amazing to me. My LDL, HDL is all perfect. That's never happened. So yeah, I guess getting started is the hardest part. Once we got started, then we come to enjoy working out. Now we did join Planet Fitness, and we just recently canceled our membership. Yesterday was the last day we could go. Actually today is, but I don't know if we're going because of the whole mess. Amy called. Corporate policy is they will not tell any member which locker room they can use. So if you're a man, you can go in the women's locker room, no problem. Or if you're a woman, you can go in the man's locker room, no problem. Even though they clearly state, women locker room, men locker room. So that don't fly with us. So we canceled, and we had a girl, because you get to know the people, right? The one girl says, "Oh," because we had this past since we canceled, they shut off we can't use the app, and we can't just go in and use our card to scan in. We have to do it by our phone number. So this girl yesterday, she's like, Amy says, need to sign in with our phone number. Normally that means you forgot your card or something, But she's looking at the computer. She says, "Oh my, I see that you guys have elected to cancel your membership." And we said, "Yeah." And she said, "Can I ask why?" And she said, "Well, because your corporate thinks it's okay for men to go in a women's locker room." So Planet Fitness, they don't understand basic biology either. Kind of like a lot of nonsense in our country. is going on right now. I know it's not popular to say, but we just ain't going to spend our money on that. And not to mention, if Amy was ever in that locker room and she come running out screaming that there's a man in there, there'd be a problem because I'd have to latch a hold of him. So that's just the way that is. And if you're a man and thinks that's okay, then you ain't much of a man. So we have everything we need to exercise. We don't, you know, we just like the fact that you go in there and get, you know, a massage, and you could get on a massage chair and a hydro bed and all that stuff. That's pretty neat. We never saw anything in there that was, you know, ain't nobody barely dressed, so to speak. So that was good. But when they then to find out that place up in Alaska, that ain't the first time, and they'll cancel your membership if you speak out against it. So that's what got us. I mean, there's no way I'm sure I would end up in jail if something like that was to ever happen, because there ain't no way a man is going to be in the same restroom as my wife. I don't care who says it's right. God says it's wrong. And we are to obey the laws that are placed above us, as long as them laws don't go against God's laws. And I'm commanded to protect my wife from pedophiles and degenerates. It just goes to prove Scripture is true. The Scripture is so true. What is everybody doing today? They do what seemeth right in their own eyes. And then it's not good enough that, you know, they can live any old way they want. God give them free will, like He gives every human being. But no, they want to force. They want to force mentally fit human beings to go along with their delusions and the lust of their own flesh. So that's where the whole thing gets convoluted.